Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. OpenAI just released a brand new image generation model on top of their GPT-4o model, and it's a big deal. Today, we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to explain to you why it matters, what makes it different, and whether you should actually care. If you're new to this channel, my name is Johnny, and I'm a staff software engineer at Meta. I spend a ton of time diving into the latest developments in AI, so when OpenAI dropped their new latest image model, I had to just explore. So first things first, the GPT-4o image model isn't like any other image generation. You might have heard of something like Stable Diffusion or Midjourney, which uses something called diffusion models. Basically, these models starts with a random noise and they slowly shape the image from that noise. The new GPT-4o model does things a little differently. It builds images one pixel at a time, from top to bottom, from left to right, just like writing a sentence. Distinction is actually really important because building images sequentially lets the model remember exactly what it has drawn so far. It's kind of like drawing with intention instead of guessing and then correcting itself. And this intentional approach really solves some of the major issues we've seen with image generations, like text rendering, for example. If you've ever done any image generation before, you know that text has been always very difficult. I think Flux AI model was one of the best at doing it, but it was still pretty limited. With the new native image model in GPT-4o, it can actually write really clear text right inside the images. Personally, I've been very impressed by it. OpenAI said that it took months to get this just right. They also mentioned that it's not perfect yet with tiny text, but it's miles ahead of the previous attempts. Another really cool thing about this new image model is that because it's part of the GPT-4o's multimodal text model, it understands the context of what you're asking much better. So if you ask for an image with multiple objects, it keeps track of their colors, their shapes, their relationships. It really takes advantage of the 4o's really great text generation models to keep the image generation context in mind. And if you ever use other generation models, you kind of had to give a lot of these key terms, and you ended up with these really long, really crazy prompts just to get your image just right. You kind of don't need to do that with OpenAI's new model. From what OpenAI said, the new GPT-4o model can handle up to 15 to 20 objects pretty accurately, and honestly, it's been pretty impressive. I've been trying to push the limits of this model myself. Also, another big feature is face cloning, essentially, and changing the style of your images. If you ever try to do this with other image generation platforms, it's actually pretty hard to do. And this new image model from OpenAI changes that completely. It can generate multiple scenarios from a single image or a single picture as a source, and you could just style it to any way you want. So for example, if you give one photo of yourself, and you could suddenly become a firefighter, an astronaut, or even starring in your own, Ghibli-style movie with zero additional training. In fact, the internet has already been taken over by these stunning Ghibli-style pictures created effortlessly through ChatGPT. Honestly, I've tried this with Comfy UI and Flux AI with fine-tuned lore models, and it was actually really difficult to do. But the new image models just kind of handled this so seamlessly. It was really mind-blowing. But if you haven't tried it, you definitely need to try it. I think they're also updating their content policies as we speak. So get your Ghibli pictures now. Now, as great as this new image model is, it's not all perfect, obviously. I think a few large downsides to this new model is that it's pretty slow. The speed is really slow, but it's because it's generating images pixel by pixel rather than starting with a diffusion. It just needs a lot more computing power and time to get these generations done. Plus, it still makes mistakes. It's not perfect, especially when it comes to really complicated spatial arrangements or precise edits. I noticed that sometimes when I'm trying to generate something, it'll take the images and put it out of the frame, but it won't know how to correct it. So there's just a lot of these intricacies that you'll have to experiment with to learn how to use properly. And I think OpenAI is aware of this. They stated in their releases that, sometimes you might need to do multiple generations to get exactly what you want. And this is pretty common practice for AI image generations, to be honest. But yeah, honestly, from my usage, I usually got what I wanted in 1 or 2 shots, and it has truly been mind-blowing. So is the new image model from OpenAI worth the hype? Well, I think it's 100% the best image generation model to date. And I am what you call a Van Gogh of AI art. I really like AI image generation. I study it, I research it, and I'm pretty good at it. And I think OpenAI's new image model is probably the best right now. I think the only place that I actually see where this new image model lacking is like really good face cloning that you typically get from a fine-tuned lower model. Like, I think it's pretty good. It's really good at changing the style. Like, it's very good at that. But the ultra realistic faces still need some work. Also, obviously, because you're going through ChatGPT, there's going to be content moderation and content restrictions. But yeah, if you want to try this out, you need to have at least a Plus subscription member, and you need to be in the 4.0, not like the 03, 03 mini or these other models. It's only built into the 4.0 model. I think the API for the image generation is coming soon. So I'm pretty excited about all of these new changes from OpenAI. If you're interested in trying these like Ghibli-style generations yourself, all you need to do is just go to ChatGPT 4.0, make sure you have at least a Plus. Remember, it has to be the 4.0 model. You upload a picture and you just simply ask yourself to make yourself into a Ghibli character. This was a very quick video that I just had to make given how good this model was. And let me know if this was helpful. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this on tech and AI. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.